The shot is Carolina. Hey, what do you say?
Talkin' Sauce, episode 96.
This is 96. Dude, the year I was born, dude.
Shouts out.
Shouts out
That's
that year.
wild.
Milestone.
Mm-hmm. It's a big time.
It's a milestone. Almost to 99, almost to 100.
Big time.
Episode
dude.
96 in the building Sunday morning. Gentlemen, how was New Year's Eve for you guys?
It was good. I just was over at the girlfriend's house, you know what I'm saying? Hanging out. Good time. That was
Cool.
went to Drive Shack though, dude. That shit.
Oh, yeah?
Forgot about that. Yeah, we went to Drive Shack for a couple hours. Dude, that shit's fun. Like I thought it was gonna be like it's one of those things like you kind of have to have some golf skill, and like I ain't got no golf skill. I've played golf like 3 times in my life, but it was actually like they did a pretty good job of making it like you don't have to be that good. You know what I'm saying? Like you can kind of land fucking anywhere and something's gonna happen. So,
Cool.
but that was a good time, dude. What about you?
Hell yeah. I just chilled, watched a movie with the wife, and drank heavily.
Nice,
it.
dude.
Yeah. I watched a little bit of the fucking New York time, the New York Times Square bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Whack.
It was
Pretty
hella
whack,
whack.
dude.
It was super whack.
Because it was empty now too, right? Like it was
Yeah,
obviously
it was empty. What they
Empty
did
as
was
shit.
they had like I don't know if they were just staff or like random select like audience members, but they had like all these. They had like the same like block type shits blocked off, and then they would have like these inflatable sections on the ground that are like barriers, and they had like groups of like 3.
Can you
standing in
imagine-
them. It was like for like visual spacing type
Yeah.
shit.
Can you imagine doing that though? Like New Year's Eve, you and like 3 people go be real fucking cold in like a little inflatable square.
I mean, could you imagine doing that when it's not a pandemic?
Yeah, no, that looks like even more
Sounds
of a
like
fucking
AIDS, bro.
claustrophobic nightmare. Like
It really
Yeah.
does.
But just imagine, but now like at least there's other people, you know what I'm saying? Like some body heat. Like, my thing is like it's not warm up there right now.
body
right?
heat, it's all just alcohol breath.
I mean that's true. But you're warm.
You're gonna get sick from doing that anyway.
That's true. I mean, yeah, no, it looks miserable
Fuck
regardless.
New York City.
Tell him,
God.
dude.
Just fucking just
Make that known now.
I love it. Nah, it was I didn't even watch the ball drop. I think I was asleep by like 11:50. Like I was just asleep
Almost
like
made
10
it.
minutes before.
I was fighting it all night.
Yeah.
All night.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not going to like some party and really, doing your thing, you're gonna
Just be like, woo.
yeah
You're just playing Tarkov, dude.
play some.
He's like,
Tarkov.
what happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I was hanging out with Megan. We watched this movie called Knives Out.
Oh shit, dude! I kind of wanted to see that. Is it good? It's not good.
That's what you just asked me is not a complicated answer or not a simple answer, man. It's a very complicated
Okay,
movie.
break it down, dude.
Long story short, I really don't want to get into this whole movie, but it's got a good cast. It's got a really good story.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like it was already a well-written book, and then I watched a horrible movie rendition of that really good book.
Was it
what
a
it
book
felt.
originally?
No,
Or- no.
I don't think so.
That was just the feeling.
That was the
Okay.
feeling I got.
Mm.
It was wild. It was 2 hours and some change, and it has a really really strong payoff. But like you got to watch for like an hour and a half before that payoff starts to.
Starts to pay off.
Yeah,
So would you say it's worth watching?
for me, no.
Okay.
For you, no. You might like it though. I don't know, man. I don't know your fucking movie taste.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's like it's got a little bit of humor. It's got a little bit of fucking moral storytelling, and it's got a little bit of like thriller mystery.
Okay.
Again, strong cast: Jamie Lee Curtis, Chris Evans, Daniel Craig, a couple other actors.
Yeah, so I remember
Strong
seeing
cast.
like commercials for it and being like, wow, they pulled some people in for this.
Yeah, that's almost part of the problem too. Is like strong actors like that doing very very specifically traded characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just kind of like overpower and overtake one another. Fucking, I'll tell you right now, Daniel Craig plays a private detective who does like a foghorn leghorn voice, and it starts to like there's a couple scenes where like some of the dialogue has like self-awareness to it, and that gives you like some reprieve as the audience. But like, man, He's trying hard.
He's going for it.
It's almost like you think like you're watching him, you're like, man, Mans is really trying to get some sort of recognition for this role. Being this guy as like a character. Like, you didn't know Daniel Gray could do this. It's
Yeah.
like, man, he's just doing a really stupid voice. It's a good movie. It's all right.
I just
Frustrated.
hated on it for a couple
I was
minutes.
frustrated.
No, I see that, dude. We had to found out. Rest in peace to a legend, dude. MF Doom, all caps, passed away. Moved on back in I guess it was Halloween.
Apparently in October.
Yeah, it was back in Halloween. Which that's
Shouts out to his family and camp for being able to do their thing privately.
yeah, which is obviously the way he would
Releasing
have
the
wanted
news
it.
publicly on their terms. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
But it's just, dude, what a fucking
A legend.
awful fucking year 2020 has been, dude. I feel like we've lost a lot of legends,
Did you see that
dude.
thing I sent to you and James that was like someone did like a fucking, I'll have to show it to you later, Squirrel. It was like someone did a compilation image of all the people who passed away. And it's really tragic.
Dude, it was the Shade Room.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Dude.
The Shade Room put together a compilation
Oh my
poster image of
God.
all the people passed. Looked like they were in heaven, like sitting like for like a family photo. But it just
It was
didn't-
so
it
poorly
just
photoshopped.
cringe. But it had everybody, and it looked fucked.
Dude, it was so
You gotta send
bad.
that to me.
It looked
oh,
fucked. I'll show it to you
man.
later. Yeah, it looked fucked.
But-
Got a lot of hate.
Yeah,
Who made that?
The Shade
it
Room.
was the Shade Room.
Big popular hip hop
Yeah.
news outlet.
But
Mm.
rest in peace, Doom, dude. Saw a huge
Doom.
outpouring from everybody on Twitter that day. Just pretty tragic. I
A
mean,
lot of them
and-
probably already knew.
yeah. I mean,
Low-key, you know.
some of, especially the guys like on his
Not a
label.
lot of
yeah.
them, but just close.
Dude, I feel for
legends
his
circle.
his wife, dude. I mean, a couple years ago they lost their son, and
Yep.
now him. It's fucking
What was he like
terrible.
in his 40s?
Honestly, I have no idea, dude.
I don't
He was so
think
he was such an enigma.
He could have been like 25.
But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, rest in peace.
For sure.
Rest in power.
Most definitely. Episode 96. With it being episode 96, we got shout out player of the war. Wears the number 96.
Gotta
This is a
do it.
current player. Someone who wears.
happening.
Not wore. Wears. Mikko Rantanen. The phenom. Finnish phenom.
Winger
Right
out
wing.
there.
Colorado right winger. He was drafted in the first round, 2015, I believe.
10th overall.
10th
Yep, look
overall
at you.
in the
Look
top
at
10.
you.
Yeah. Fucking speaking of power forward.
Mhm.
This guy, this kid. What is he? 22, 23
He's
years
got to be
old?
like 23 now.
Something
23,
like that.
Maybe 24.
Maybe
even.
24. Sign a monster deal out there.
Oh, dude.
24.
24.
24 years old. Sign a monster deal out there.
He's got, 250 points in 281 games. I mean, he's
250 points in 200. Okay, so I mean, the trajectory is just off the charts for this kid already.
yeah.
Those Finns make some great hockey players.
For real, man. Especially as of
crazy.
late.
Yeah.
Which is gonna make stuff like the World Juniors and shit like that. It just makes it all the more fun to watch now that
Mhm.
it's can't. Did you see?
Well, it's funny we've been saying that too, and then you have what happened this year where Canada's just been.
Well, did you see
dominating.
was it this year that coach interview came out? I forget. I can't remember what country he was the coach for, but it was he was like, yeah, no, I mean, he's like, I mean, how many guys on their team have gotten drafted? Like, yeah, their whole fourth line is like second rounders. He's like, the best we got is 2 7th rounders, a bunch of undrafted kids. He was like, is that? And the reporter's like, is that what you told your team? He was like, yeah, that's exactly what I told my team. What are we gonna do? It's like, these are all future NHLers. We got you're just a bunch of guys, dude. Like, we have no fucking shot. Coach is so.
Yo, was that
fucking over
Tortorella?
it,
Did they
dude.
hire Tortorella out there, bro?
I wish I could remember fucking. I don't even know if it was this year, but it could be any year. But yeah, Finns, great hockey players. But dude, he does have a minus 21 in his career, and you're a big plus minus guy. He's probably
Let me tell you something. Let me hear that again. Run it back.
he's a minus 21 in his career. You're a big plus minus guy. I know you're a big analytics guy in general.
Somebody look up Ovechkin's plus minus.
So look up Ovechkin's plus minus. Dude.
Somebody look that shit up real quick.
96, Mikko Rantanen, you're awesome, but we got bigger fish to fry.
You prove my point. I'm about to prove a strong point. This isn't that hard. Get your Google fingers going.
Young Jamie Vernon, dude, out here. really holding it down. Josh just texting other people about unrelated things.
Overall or for last season?
Overall, bitch.
82.
Career plus 82. That's not that great. All right.
was that the really strong point?
He's one of the greatest goal scorers of all time. His plus minus has always been noted as not worth a damn.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is if your plus minus sucks,
Last season it was minus 12.
minus 12, how many goals did he score last season?
48.
48 goals.
Uh-huh.
He's minus 12. If your plus minus sucks, correlates to you being a great offensive player. How's that for analytics?
Dude, I'm a fan. Dude. I think you could write a white paper on that, dude.
Yeah.
You can put that out there. But Miko
Athletics should hire me.
They should hire all of us, dude. You got to be the spearhead that breaks this
Slow down.
podcast.
Slow down.
Well, you got to get in there first. Start
Right,
writing
right.
articles,
Yeah.
writing blogs.
And then when they hire me as part of my hiring process, I'm like, the whole team comes with me.
Yeah, you got to pull us in. But I got a whole podcast. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Get us on the payroll, dude. Maybe we'll start putting more effort in. But
And then they'll be impressed.
and then
That's what we
they'll really
come to.
be
Like, look,
impressed.
we know this is all like really low budget, shitty quality, no production, no effort.
No,
in
there's
the
really not a
topics.
lot of effort.
So give us some money,
Make it worth
give us
our
a
time.
platform,
Make it worth our time.
and then we'll show you. Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, I think so. Every job I've gotten is like, listen, I've done nothing to this point, but you give me this shot, I'll tell you, we'll see what happens.
That's what I also thought. Big shouts out Ranton, and that Colorado team of the future is going to be so scary.
For real.
I mean, Bo Byram hasn't even played yet with them. He's still got to come into the picture.
It's crazy. They're gonna have Gerard, fucking McCarr,
Mm-hmm.
and Byram.
Yep. And that's just their 3 defense guys.
Sick.
They're fucking
sick.
yeah. Big shouts out. Carolina Hurricanes. A little bit of news in the junior side.
Yep.
Entry level side. We signed Reese and who else?
Seth Jarvis.
Seth
I
Jarvis.
think he was.
He was our draft pick from this year.
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah. Was he first round?
He? Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
But and Jamison Reese is on the camp roster too.
Right.
He's a guy I'm kind of excited about.
Center.
Yeah, center, but he kind of plays that. He reminds me of Philly guy, Konechny. Just kind of that
Yeah.
plays a little. Plays a little on the edge. You know what I'm saying? On a little smaller
quick.
size guy, quick, but there's
But
offense.
he's
in him,
ratty. Yeah.
And so that's
Konechny's a good comparison.
and that's the-
Right-handed too?
I believe so.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of guy I would love to. That's the kind of guy I think we're really missing right now. Just
Mm-hmm.
the stir it up guy. Like Svetch kind of does it, but it's not. You know what I'm
Another
saying?
young guy bringing that attitude
Yeah.
is great.
And I mean Seth Jarvis, everyone seems to be high on, so we'll see what happens. And then on the junior side, dude, have you seen any of these Noel Gunler highlights?
Kid can shoot.
Dude, kid has a shot. Good size, right-handed too. I think he's like 6'2", 180.
Not a small kid.
But that's some shit, man.
Yeah.
That wicked shot. And that Ponomarov. I think as you say it, Ponomarov, but it's spelled. There's like the way it's spelled.
Ponomarov.
But yeah, dude. Have you seen any of his?
No.
He's been fucking killing. I think pretty sure Russia.
Yeah.
But I've been seeing like not just slick offensive highlights, but there's a lot of like legit back checking, skating the guy down, like lift the
Stripping the puck
stick,
from
strip the
behind.
puck, like the kind of. It reminds me of the kind of shit we were seeing from Tara Vinen there, like before he became who like in the NHL could like an NHL comparison before he became as
One of the best
considered-
two-way players ever.
Yeah,
Or
there's just
ever,
low
but
those
out
low
there right
yeah,
now.
just those low key
Active.
plays, yeah. So I mean, just exciting to see our guys. You know, we kind of been betting on skill more than need in these past drafts. I feel like.
Well, yeah, that's just it. I see, for sure. Like we always seem to go we always end up acquiring through picks and prospect trades like these middle of the pack offensive talents and or these well-rounded defenders.
Yeah.
We never often find ourselves these very solidified role players.
Yeah.
We get it for what we need on like the third line gritty side, like in a McGinn or whatever, but we never have like the small ratty guy,
Yeah.
the I don't know. I mean, Stahl's always sort of been the big park it in front of the net type of player, but he's not a prospect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't have a lot
Yeah.
of those type of defined guys.
Yeah, which is something I do like that I feel like the old regime didn't do was draft. Like when you're drafting a guy, I feel like it's better to get a guy. It's like, listen, this guy is really good at shooting the puck. Like he's got a disgusting shot. We are going to have to work on the defense, but he's got a disgusting shot. Whereas in the previous regime, I felt like they were
The
like,
most safe. They picked
yeah,
the
it's like he's
safest
pretty
thing.
good at this and he's pretty good at everything, but he's
Right.
never going to be elite at anything. I just when you're drafting those kids, I feel like finding the guy, like Line. I mean, Line when he came out, obviously he was considered next generational talent, but just like betting on a guy like that, I don't know.
Skill wise, to exaggerate, he's a fucking pylon that could shoot.
Yeah,
In terms of someone who needs to who's like, look, this is what he's got and this is what he needs to work on. For
yeah.
sure.
So it's awesome. It's awesome to see it kind of paying off, dude. Even if a lot of them aren't ever going to make it, good trade prospects at the very least. You know what I'm saying?
And the Canes training camp starting.
Is it? Is it starting? I guess, yeah, do fucking hockey in 11 days.
Yeah.
Huh? That's crazy. That's so exciting.
Yeah, and a lot of the usual suspects, Cotton Brothers were on there, a few other
Mhm.
names. Be interesting to see who, maybe someone makes it out.
Yeah.
You don't
It's
expect.
going to be a tough roster to crack, I think, especially the way they've been talking. Brenda Moore's been saying, like, I love the squad we've got right now. I think is the squad that can
Such
do
a
it.
well put together team in terms of chemistry.
For real.
And notice who's not really playing, or notice who's left, and what's come out is like these sort of chemistry outliers, Hansels, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, for sure. And, I mean, I guess there's really one spot up for grabs, Williams' spot.
Exactly.
Right? And, well, who sat out for him? Not even really, because when he came back, it was like Dzingel sitting out, and
Well,
Who-
speaking towards the chemistry thing.
yeah. So there's kind of barely a spot open up for anybody. You know what
You're
I'm
not
saying?
wrong. Yeah, no, I mean, it should be. It's like you said, for anyone in the training camp roster to want to crack the main roster, it's a tough
Mhm.
roster to crack. Shouts out Hurricanes.
Shouts out the Hurricanes.
How many times did I say roster just then, Squirrel?
Did you count? We got the
Just
roster
then,
counter.
like 3,
4 included in the last one. You're wrong.
4 included.
Oh shit. Hoffman.
Hoffman.
He's got a landing spot.
Yep.
Apparently.
St. Louis.
So I guess through all the cap, these teams are like, oh word, there's
Yeah,
a
there's-
CBA,
there's-
there's salary cap. No, fuck that
Cap?
shit.
Never heard of it. Dude.
Circumvent all that.
Salary cap. Never heard of it.
Never heard of it, man.
Yeah, Hoffman signs PTO in St. Louis with the intent to sign a contract.
1 year for like about 4.5.
Something like that. I
On
think
the high
more,
side?
maybe a little more than that.
Oh, really?
Either way, I don't understand why they need to wait for the season to start to put Tarasenko and Steen's contract on the LTIR. I'm sure there is a reason that they have to do it that way, but they're going to do that, and they still need to sign Vince Dunn. So they'll have Hoffman and Dunn to get contracts done for. And then the bigger story, the more exciting one, was Tampa Bay, dude. Tampa Bay trading with Ottawa, trading Cedric Paquette, and who's the other guy they traded?
I can't
Coburn.
remember.
Coburn.
Oh, Brain Coburn. Yeah.
And a second rounder to Ottawa for Anders Nielsen and Marian Gaborik, who Gaborik hasn't played since 2018, and Nielsen, I think, has concussion issues right now. And so they're putting both of them on LTIR.
Yep.
It's like $6 million of cap space.
A free cap
yeah.
space they just earned back
And
or can use now.
yeah, and Kucherov is also going to be going on LTIR because of his hip surgery, so that his 9.5 is coming off the books. And then they traded away the 1.7 and 1.65 they were paying Coburn and Paquette.
And
So they've opened up like $16 million in cap space.
I don't know how it works with the rest of Callahan's contract, but not to really jump topics, he retires.
He retired, which shouts out to him.
Big
He's a
shouts out
fucking
Callahan.
legend.
Decorated career, New York Rangers captain. and which
Because
was so-
Tampa's where they go to retire.
I was about to say, I love that little thing of all these different Rangers just going to Tampa one after the other. Cracked me the fuck up.
They probably talk. They definitely just talk to each other like, dude, it's fucking lovely down here. The organization's great.
Yeah.
The fucking
Still get to wear
it's-
blue?
Yeah, still get to wear blue, dude. All your outfits are all still
All your
work.
homies are down here.
All the ties and stuff you bought are still gonna work
Yeah,
down here.
it works. But yeah, all's well that ends well for Callahan. Taking, I think he had some injury stuff too at the end too, which probably helped accelerate that
Yeah,
that
I
ending
mean,
of his career.
definitely.
But he gets to retire on his own terms
In Florida,
and in Florida. So good for Callahan.
and he'll be doing shit with the team. I am sure.
I'm
You know
sure.
what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
they could see something for sure. I mean, with a guy with his career like that, see something happening.
Yeah.
But what does that do? Do we have any guess what that does for the cap? Are they still paying him out for the rest of the year if he retires? Or is
I
that
think-
money they don't have to worry about.
I think
They
it's
just
money.
gotta pay him.
Like you have to pay him,
But
but
it
I think
comes
it's
off your
just.
cap, right?
I don't think it does.
Oh, it doesn't.
I think it's just like
It's just there.
yeah, it's just money
It's a
that
hit.
you have to pay. Yeah,
Gotcha.
which I don't see why richer teams don't do this more low key.
Well, I think
Like it's fucked up to tell a guy like you're like like if especially talk about like
That's
Robidon
probably
Island
why.
and stuff. Like it's fucked up. Like dude, I can play. It's like but
I think it
sorry,
has
it
to be
doesn't
the
work out.
right, and I say right because
Yeah.
it's not morally, but it has to be the perfect situation. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
Coincidentally for Tampa, this works out great.
Yeah. Do you think the Kucherov thing, the LTIR? Do you think they waited to do surgery for the season?
I'm sure
You
they
think they were like, we just won the cup?
all the time.
We just won the cup. The season's chalked anyway. You just take it. Make sure you're back healthy. Let's go run it back. Stamkos is supposed to play though. I did see that he
Yeah,
was
that's
announced to be
wild.
healthy.
That's sick as fuck. I
And
mean, yeah. And back to the Kucherov thing. For all we know, and not to underspin anything he's got going on injury wise, but maybe it's something he could have put off for another season or two.
Yeah.
You know
And
what
I mean, and I like when teams do that though, kind of taking it out of hockey, like the Panthers and Christian McCaffrey. He's been having injuries this year, and it's just like we know this year isn't the year. Take the time, make sure you're actually healthy. Like,
Yeah.
don't play a guy that's a part of your future.
But to your point, what if he was like going to him and there wasn't a pandemic? He's like, look, I really want to take care of this. Like, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think
So
the
it's all-
56-game season helps.
It's all about the timing, convenience for both parties.
Yeah.
who can incite or incentivize who to do what when.
yeah,
And I think again, it all goes back to timing.
yeah.
Because
Because to your
Tampa
point,
is so lucky.
If it's another full season, like nothing bad ever happened this year, Kucherov probably doesn't want to take the year off. He's like, I can play through this whole
Exactly.
thing. Let's go get another cup.
And
like
him
it's
and
our
his
time.
agent and the doctors and everyone are like, look, this is the best time to do it. You were gonna put it off until you couldn't, and now's the best time. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah,
But let's also put in perspective, this is the team that just won the fucking Stanley Cup.
yeah.
And they just got like almost 10 mil,
16 mil.
$16
million
mil in
in
free
cap
space
space.
to
And I'm-
acquire whomever they need to.
Yeah, and I think they're already a good chunk above the cap. I'm pretty sure with all the signings.
Yeah.
So I don't know where it ended up leveling off.
Sure,
at.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think they're just fine now. They are just fine.
A team that was right up against the cap now has no problems.
Yeah. Speaking of guys not playing for a season, Jonathan Tays also not playing in 2021 because of it was medical issues. I never really read into.
I don't think they ever disclosed what it was at
Yeah,
all.
I
Like
don't-
whether it was up or lower, I don't think they ever said anything.
Well, it seems to be like a not like an injury so much as like a condition, kind
Right.
of, like in
As
the,
a result.
Yeah, in the same like vein of the Marion Hossa ended up going through
We
stuff like that.
we can assume concussion
Stuff like
symptom,
that.
but it's all speculation.
But-
There's no
Yeah,
no
no, it's
factual
crazy.
news on that.
And I hope he gets
sucks.
better. You
yeah,
know
of
what I'm
course.
saying?
Just as yeah,
And
but,
Chicago's got to make that cap disappear. So Jonathan Tays go play some golf, homie. Keep,
Yeah,
keep pads off, bro.
10 mil you can LTIR.
Yeah, keep pads off, bro. But yeah, and then Pierre-Luc Dubois, 2 years in Columbus. I don't know what the AAV is off the top of my head, but
That's respectable.
should Columbus be worried, dude? If you were
Uh,
a fan of Columbus and you're seeing the every
not
every
oxymoron.
year they seem to every year lose an important player.
And,
Thank
yeah.
God you got a guy like Nick Foligno on your fucking team, dude. Just holding that shit together. But I mean, Panarin was
He's their
out,
Eric Stahl.
fucking yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
But
Think about that.
But then you have your Pierre-Luc Dubois. People are very excited about him as a player. I am at
First
least.
round player.
And like him in the playoffs, dude came alive. He was killing it last season. Are you worried as a fan that this is just he's going to be gone? This is because I think this is just enough to get him to unrestricted free agency. If I remember
If
right,
Pierre-Luc Dubois doesn't explore free agency, I'm a ferret. I mean, there's no way, dude. You can't not have that opportunity and not take a look at it.
I mean, that's true. That's true. But it's
unless they have an incredible season, they acquire another piece to the puzzle. Their defense, I think, is still good to go. They acquire another piece of the puzzle offensively and can, from that, convince him it's a team worth staying on. Who knows?
Yeah.
Otherwise, no shot. Like you literally need all those things to happen.
Yeah. Do you think it was the team not naming or not meeting his price, or do you think it was more that, or more him being like, no, I'm only going doesn't matter. I'm only taking
a bit of
2
both.
years.
Probably something like where they're like can't incentivize him just to go ahead and do the thing.
He was like, you can give me 8 by 10.5, I'll stay. And they're like, we're not doing
we'll
that.
Chill. We got to see what else happens.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I want to see what fucking happens.
Yeah.
And that's just where it goes, But also, too, we're at a point now with the league where unless it's just like this obvious situation that they're going to stay, I think it's almost more just boilerplate typical to let this process go that way. I mean, look what Mitch Marner did.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's another team he would have wanted to play for other than Toronto. But
Yeah.
you got to get your money however you got to get it. So I think they're just going to start, and to avoid those sort of lockout holdouts or whatever, you're going to start to see these more, hey, we're going to give you the opportunity to go explore other teams this year.
Yeah.
And just because we know this is what it is.
Yeah.
Shit,
It does. It seems to make more sense for both sides because
Yeah.
if you're on the team side,
You're not locked up.
you're not. I
to
was
a
gonna
bust.
say if this guy it's only one incredible
You don't have a Bobby
season he
Ryan
had,
situation.
Yeah, he bets on himself and it doesn't work out. Then you can, after 3 years, be like, well,
Shouts out Bobby Ryan.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But
Hell of a contract, man.
yeah. So it does make sense. And
Corey Perry.
if you're the player and you do well, you're going to end up with an even bigger contract at the end of that, I feel like.
Absolutely. So, I mean, it just seems like that's the way leagues go. Because I think before even so, it almost had like a bad look on the player, too.
Yeah.
It made the whole players look greedy thing.
Yeah, which is fucking dumb.
Deading that concept
Yeah.
in the NHL, which they need to.
They do. But circling back around to the Hurricanes, would you be surprised if Svechnikov ends up with like a 2-year deal, 3-year deal?
I feel like he's right on that cusp of like where what we're saying, like you need to give these talented players the opportunity to explore shit. And he's so solid in there with the team, and this is where he is. It's right on that line.
And I think he's a guy the team, like, it's to some extent, like with Marner, when you have a guy, he's the guy, you gotta.
Also,
gotta
similar
pay.
vein to the Dubois situation where he goes, well, hey, I'll stay for fucking 8 for 10 mil.
Yeah.
We just might go, okay, Svech.
Make sick.
Please don't go. So, I think
hang out.
I think that's probably where that balancing act leans.
Yeah.
Is just giving him whatever he would want, but it's still, I think, teetering on.
I would be a little surprised if it was 2 years. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like
4.
in the end, like the 4-year. Like, I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head how old
Right.
that
Right.
would put him at, but like by a year or two of his free agency, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
And then let him go like in that 4 to 6 range. Pay him like
I guess the
4 to 6
only
by
other thing
10.
I could see is some deal where we get him for 1 more year of restricted just to be safe.
yeah.
That's like the only thing I see us doing on the low year count.
Yeah,
side, but
put it off for a year situation.
Yeah, some shit like that. I don't know.
Qualify him, and
But
someone's coming for that shit. That'd be the problem. We qualify him. I bet someone's coming for Svech's contract.
Oh, yeah.
Dog. Like, we'll pay you fucking
mhm.
how much you want.
Yeah.
But
fucking
fucking I don't know.
trades
Trades.
in 2021. So trades this season will have to abide by the local guidelines, the jurisdiction guidelines for the pandemic.
Mhm.
So with that in mind, say for example, you're Toronto and you want to trade us, you want to trade David Ayers to the Hurricanes so they can have him as their starting goaltender because he's that good. What do you how do you make that work? How does he leave the country? Can he leave the country? Can
I
he
don't-
come into our state?
I think if he comes, well, the problem I think would be whoever we send to Canada. I think
That's what I'm asking.
David
how does
Ayers
it work?
shows up in North Carolina. North Carolina's like, fucking welcome, dog. You know what I'm saying? I think you gotta like stay in your room for a couple days. I think. I don't know, man. I mean,
Just put this thermometer in your mouth. Someone else just used it. You're good, Bo. Welcome to NC. And then you got whoever we send up there. We trade Nino for him. And Nino gets up there. He's like knocking on Canada's front door. And they're like, "Fuck off, eh? Can't come in,
they're wearing
eh?"
the fucking Monsters Inc. suits, and they
Yeah.
just fucking put him into a metal casing. But yeah, it seems like it's really gonna.
I just got a picture in my head of Nino Niederreiter frozen in carbonite, like Han Solo.
It looks like him when he skates. Ooh, burn.
Damn.
Slow skater, burn.
Damn.
I love Nino, dude. I take it back.
That
I'm
joke could have
sorry.
been way good if you didn't throw all those extras on it on the end.
Well, because I felt bad about it, dude.
Why? Fuck
Is it-
Nino.
See, look at you.
See?
But it's kind of makes it impossible to send anyone up to Canada.
Yeah. Like,
'Cause
how
it's-
do these divisions, how do you
'cause
trade across these divisions?
If it's like if
Can't-
they have like a 2-week quarantine rule, in this season, 2 weeks is like fucking.
It's 20 games,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying, it's like a fifth of the fucking season, dude. Like,
Better get them figured out now. Yeah, rosters are going to be like, it's like fantasy. Rosters are going to be fucking locked in.
oh yeah, I think you'd have
Yeah.
like unlimited goaltenders though. No, 3, right? We're gonna have 3
Hey, David
goaltenders.
Ayers.
Well, it actually worked out perfect because Nadalkovich is on that 1 year deal, so we get to just have him up there.
Is Ayers going to be able to play or not? It's all fucking.
Well,
trend.
we're definitely gonna have to trade Mrazek away for Ayers. That's just what we got to do.
Whatever we gotta do.
He almost shut out the Toronto Maple
all I
Leafs.
care
dude.
about.
He's disgusting. He's the best. Speaking of the best, Jared Spurgeon, captain.
The most obvious choice for the captaincy of the Minnesota Wild. Is it? I get.
Why not Suter?
Why not Rask?
The real
The
question.
trade was one for one. Trade Nino back, make him the captain.
Trade Nino back, make him the captain. I'll take it, dude.
Why is Jared Spurgeon the captain? He is a great defenseman.
No, yeah, well, it was great. Love him. Like
Didn't he just resign? Or like a year ago?
Probably. I think.
Or was it
kind of
Dumba?
recently? I think Dumba did
Am I
very.
thinking of Dumba?
I think you might be thinking of Dumba.
Yeah.
But I guess Suter is. He's older. He's like 32.
Yeah, he's on the end of his
33,
career.
34 or something like that.
It would be more of like a courtesy to give him the C rather than like this is the direction of the team.
Yeah,
you know?
and I do think Minnesota's trying to slowly but surely churn forward past these past couple of years. It just fucking.
What a low key Minnesota's had. It's been more obvious in the past couple seasons with the Rask trade and things like that, and the use of Eric Stahl. But what a horrible management.
Oh yeah,
They've
a hard turn too. Like they had a really good team.
Yeah.
And then
I think a lot of it had to do with Dubnyk getting a little cold,
yeah,
and then Parise and Suter just got a little quickly.
Yeah.
Age caught up with him very fast.
yeah, Koivu getting old too.
Yeah.
But then just around that, a good management team takes those good pieces and puts a younger team around it. You got to find the hidden talent. And
Yeah.
that is
I
not
feel
what
like
happened.
Minnesota looked at what St. Louis did when they won the cup, and we're just like, could have been us.
Yeah,
Like, not just like that year per se, but
Yeah.
just like that roster style
yeah,
and
no,
that
for
makeup
sure,
of players.
for sure.
You know, like they got their cup before Pietrangelo left type shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You got to capitalize on who you have.
But yeah, Spurgeon definitely deserving of the C.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Still just one of those things where I think a lot of people, especially way outside of that market and news media outlets, just don't think about him a lot.
yeah,
You know, real quiet personality. He's not a big presence player.
Yeah.
You know, he does his thing.
he's not showing up on highlight reels and stuff.
I think he's got some offensive upside.
but he's not. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing fucking.
He's no Justin Falk.
He's no Justin Falk.
If
He's
anything, I think that's like kind of who he is, though.
Justin Falk.
Yeah.
I
think that actually
he's a little
is
better. He's a little better. than
I'm
Falk,
not saying he's
but-
not better. I'm just saying that that's just like play style.
Okay,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
I could be dead ass wrong.
Who knows, dude? It's in Minnesota. Dude, Minnesota. It's not like they call it the hockey town or anything.
We don't
dude.
play 'em.
Yeah, we don't play him.
Good job, NHL. Oh, shit.
That's funny.
That's pretty good.
Dude, Did you see it came out? Mike Tyson on shrooms during his boxing fight with Roy Jones Jr. crazy.
Not surprised.
Not surprised, but just can you imagine? Like, I can't imagine just having to like be in an actual boxing match like that. Just
let
like,
alone on like a pay-per-view streamed event.
yeah, and like worth
Like that would-
hundreds
talk
of
about, like,
thousands,
psychedelics, that
millions
would
of people.
Get in my head.
Oh yeah, dude, fucking just start
I would just
crying.
start seeing eyes. Just,
Like, literal people, dude, just start
it's not like
crying
he's
in the
on acid,
ring, dude.
But like still,
Fucking. And it makes like everything that was happening just how weird when he left like mid interview, walked the wrong way, came back, then had to like walk back up the ramp. Like just that's some
just
high
tripping.
shit, dude. That's just some like, oh, what am I over here? Oh, no, over here, no, over here.
we should do shrooms on this podcast.
Do it and but not tell anybody, but just be real weird for a fucking.
No, well, I guess, or even more so, like do them on the podcast. Like
Okay.
he did, but not say that we're doing it.
We're
'Cause
just
you
like,
don't want to just.
yeah, you just want to be just like casually. We're just talking, just like eating.
And someone listening, we're like, that's what eating mushrooms sounds like.
yeah. No one's watching.
But they're like, there's no way they're doing that, but it sounds like they're eating mushrooms. That's hilarious.
But dude, yeah, went on that Impulsive podcast, which I think Mike Tyson told him that Floyd Mayweather's gonna fuck him up, which is good. You know, he should definitely let him know. But he went on there and they were like holding a bunch of mushrooms, and the guy was like, "Do this."
Give me them fifth.
Yeah, he was like, "Do this a lot of mushrooms." He's like,
I'll
"I
do
ate
fit."
bags of this shit, dude," and then took it and just probably munched on him for 5 minutes till he got that mouthful of dirt down. And I kind of want to see the rest of the podcast, but then I'm reading he's eating fucking 4 grams of that shit a day. Like he's probably not weird at all. You know what I mean,
His brain just must be fucking pudding.
dude? All those fucking punches and then just
Yeah.
like smoking weed and fucking eating
Doing
mushrooms.
I'm sure it also helps with any pain he's might be
Oh,
doing, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But still,
Well, any of the
your
PTSD of it
your
all.
cognitive fucking ability is just.
It's just all mixed up. It's
Yeah.
got to be there. Because on top of all that, he is Mike Tyson. Like I feel like even if Mike Tyson never boxed and never did drugs, I feel like Mike Tyson still
Bro, he had pigeon coops.
he had a lot. He had a whole show about that shit.
Like,
bro.
It's a weird
He was
motherfucker.
he was
like,
a detective with pigeons. Bro.
weird motherfucker. Like, it's
I love
what
it.
it is.
I
Shouts
love
out
it.
Tyson, dude.
I think Roy Jones is pissed. It's like that motherfucker. I almost got my ass beat by a motherfucker on shrooms.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
sober.
exactly what he's
He was
doing.
just on a bunch of testosterone. He's
I was
like
gonna say,
getting ready
he's-
for it, and Mike Tyson just like, I'm gonna be real high about it. Like,
I mean, for all we know, I don't know Roy Jones Jr.'s vices, but he could have been on the bottle or something.
that's,
He could've been-
that's
like
true.
me too.
That's
I don't know. It's
comes out
hilarious.
just like they go in the middle of the ring, and Roy Jones is like, this man smells like blunts right now.
They probably smoked together before the fight. Like, all right, they're like, man, let's go take care of this shit, man.
They didn't tell Roy that he could smoke. He was like, wait, bro, I could have been high for this. Like, like bro, this bullshit.
Just makes him ready, makes him want to fight more and shit.
I would have been smoked up, dude.
That's pretty funny. All right, did we do it?
I think so.
I gotta
dude.
get back on Tarkov, man. We gotta-
Yeah, fucking-
Chad's waiting for me, dude.
Oh shit, dude.
He
Fucking-
needs, he like needs my help, bro. Like, dude, that game is so immersive and fucking crazy, dude. Him and I were playing the first like few gunfights we got in were just hilarious because of his reaction to it all and like just not knowing where stuff's coming from. So
Yeah.
it's just like, oh shit, oh Josh, Chad, where's that from? I don't know. I'm just getting shot. All right, well, don't move. All right, I'm not gonna move. Is that you? Is that you?
Are there name tags above people, or is it just you two? You got to know what
Nope.
each other looks like.
You gotta know.
Facts.
Yeah, and so like if I'm shooting over his shoulder, if he just like without remembering I'm behind him goes to the left, he takes one in the back of the head. He's dead.
Damn, you can kill each other even though you're homies.
Very much so.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised by
Yeah,
that.
there's zero like the only thing that lets you know that you're a team is that you spawn at the same time. I think you could technically invite randoms, spawn in together,
Kill them and take their shit.
and turn on them on an instant. And so, without knowing who you're spawning in with, you probably don't just want to load in with anybody.
Yeah.
I was the
You
other
should
day.
do that. You should
The
follow
other day,
the
I
program.
was just spamming people in just to see what would happen. Just see what happened, and like I probably like within 5 minutes invited like a good 40, 50 people. Nobody joined me.
Makes sense.
I mean,
Makes
I
sense.
wouldn't play with me, but
Dude, I'm hoping I want to go try to find a video. You know how people try to like make friends in like Warzone? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
I want to try to
yeah,
find a
yeah.
video of someone trying to do that in Tarkov. Just see if it
I'm
ever
sure
works.
it happens.
I'm sure it does,
Yeah.
but how to just and then ping.
Which is funny. I don't even understand how that happens a lot of the time, you know?
Yeah.
That's like some real gamer, like, telekinesis shit.
Yeah.
You gotta
You gotta be like, this dude's moving kind of friendly right now. Just like
it's a weird instinct to pick up on. This person who's loaded up this program to kill me virtually doesn't seem like they want to kill me.
I'm not getting the killing me vibe from this one, dude.
They just dropped a bunch of money? Well, what if I drop a bunch of money? All right, we're vibing.
Oh, we're chilling. Oh shit.
Actually, I watched this video. I watched this video the other day, or just this morning. It was one of those fucking YouTube TikTok things. Who was it? Was you telling me about this? Yeah, I was watching one of those. And apparently they never fixed, Activision hasn't fixed the loadout glitch where you can have it land on you and you're inside of it and you're invisible to other players and you can shoot people from inside the loadout crate. So this motherfucker does it, and this guy pulls up in a car, gets out, and he's all British about it. So he's like, all right. He's like, oh, look, yeah, bloke can't see me. Pop. I'm not going to kill him, though. Because he's like, I don't want to get banned for exploiting. And then he's like, and then he goes, now if he works it out that he can kill me with the car, I'll let him kill me. Because he's got like a car there and you can just hit the crate. And then, the guy's like looking at him, he's like sitting looking at him. And then the guy who shows up, starts getting in a separate gunfight. He's like, oh, he's getting sniped. Hold on. And then he fucking shoots the third party, kills him. He's like, gotcha, mate. And then the guy comes back, and then he's still like hanging around. He's like, oh, wait, I think he's worked it out. Yep, he's getting in the car. All right, yep, so here it goes. And then he runs him over, dude. Broken dead ass game, man. Broken game.
That's funny.
Dude, when he sniped the other guy, that was so perfect.
Gotcha.
Can you imagine being that dude just like, what?
What's going on right now, dude?
I almost just got killed, but I didn't. And then there's this dude. Now he's dead. I'm just gonna run over this loadout box.
Yes, I am stressing.
Oh shit,
dude, we got Cold War, dude.
Great game.
Running it in threes, bro.
Face Off is fun.
Dude, Face Off was fun.
Could be us. You think we want to play with James?
We don't. James going mouse and keyboard on his Xbox, dude.
We would love to replace you, but we can't because you be playing. You, Jacob.
What's up, dog?
Where can they get us if they want a game with us?
Dude, if you want to drop in with Josh and Tarkov, because he totally won't kill you, hit us up at Talkin Sauce Pod, no underscore, respect the fucking underscore. If you're listening, check us out on YouTube. Everything is on video. We got the scrum every Wednesday. You can get me at JCobb, JAY_COBBB, Josh. Dylan.
Already you, Teabags, your mom, 69420, lowercase x, capital X.